Chocolate is a traditional part of the holiday scene, but here it's part of the daily grind. St. Joseph Street is home to the Cacao Loft, headquarters of fair trade chocolate producers ChocoSol. ChocoSol Traders produces fair trade, eating and drinking chocolate using stone grinders and manually powered bicycle gear. It was found 6 years ago by Michael Sacco when he worked in Osaka, Mexico. The bean used to make this gluten-free chocolate cookie batter comes from Chiapas, Mexico, where ChocoSol gets its cacao. ChocoSol beans are shipped by boat from Veracruz to Toronto and are processed in-house.
Our brand, per se, is not really about the actual product. It's more about the people who are doing the work behind the actual product. The product is a symbolic good and has values attached to it and a story attached to it that really kind of makes it more so than just chocolate. It's a chocolate food, yes. It's nutritious, yes. It has all these great values attached to it. But it's also the way that it's produced and processed and distributed even that really makes this chocolate something special and worth purchasing and worth investing in morally and economically and nutritionally as well. I mean, you get a lot more, our chocolate goes a lot further than your average chocolate bar, and it's wrapped in a lot less packaging than your average chocolate bar as well.
So, I mean, we're not looking for consumers. What we're looking for is a relationship with customers, for people who are putting custom in the habit of eating good food in a convivial environment. We're looking for those people. We're looking for people who want to reclaim the food of the gods as opposed to the candy of the masses. And part of this is used as a way not only to support the forest gardens of, the Mayan forest gardens of the Lacandon jungle with the polycultures of vanilla and cacao and white cacao and chilies and mamey and different fruits and ceiba trees and you name it, and they're all growing together. Yes, it's excellent to support that. But we're also looking at ways that we can create fusions with foods here that are healthy, nutritious, and good for the soil, and that promote and nurture food security here in Southern Ontario. So hemp, and now we're looking at amaranth growing locally, and we're looking at herbs and spices and chilies that we can start growing on our green roof next year. And it's not necessarily that for all the work we do that everyone can come and buy a chocolate that's made with chilies that we've grown on our roof, but the point is to make initiatives and stepping stone movements towards a more ecologically sound, more socially just, more interesting model for chocolate making.
Using mortar and pestles is part of that chocolate making process. This is how it's done in a Cacao Loft. These are albino beans, which will later be part of chocolate that tastes like macadamia.
Not that we're looking for, we don't want post-secondary students to beat a path to our door because they're getting 20% more ethical purchase when they buy ChocoSol. We want to create relationships, and people love chocolate, and if they like our chocolate and they want to support us at the same time, that's great. And ideally the two things, quality of the food and the quality of the work that goes into the food, form that value and value proposition that bring people back to us as customers, not as consumers.
ChocoSol's next project is to give the Cacao Loft a green roof. ChocoSolistas have already placed sedum to start planting vegetables next year. Katrina Rozal, CHOMP Magazine, Toronto.